Hey everyone, Navik here. So I'm going back to doing regular comic reviews. So I'm just going to do a few catch-up episodes of the series I've been reviewing, doing to just kind of catch you guys up on what's been going on in the books since I last left off, up so that by the time I start covering in the new issues as they come out, we'll be all caught up. Well, mostly caught up. It's going to be a lot of summarizing. A lot of the finer details might get missed out on, which I do highly recommend you guys go check. But just want to give you guys my quick thoughts. Starting with Absolute Wonder Woman. So, issue 4 continues Wonder Woman's battle with the Tetracide. We meet the Candy sisters. There's Etta and Gia. Etta being an old military friend of Steve's, which kind of reminds me a bit of Greg Rucka's Wonder Woman Rebirth run. And Gia, who I think is a new character for Absolute Wonder Woman, who's kind of like a practicing witch, which means Diana now has a bunch of stuff, extra materials for her spells that are usually rare in the underworld. We get a quick look at Hecate, who looks cool as hell. And Diana fights the Tetracide and does something insanely cool by making the Athena blade the size of a goddamn building and slices the Tetracide into pieces, which, yeah, goddamn, that and Absolute Wonder Woman continues proving to be the absolute badass of the new Absolute DC universe. And the issue ends with us getting introduced to the new version of Victoria Kale, who you could basically just think is Diana's Lex Luthor. Here, issue 5 is kind of the big conclusion to the Diana's battle against the Tetracide. The conclusion of the last Amazon on Primer. And it continues the mix of like showing Diana's past, as her loving relationship with her mother Cersei, and even hints at future stuff with Hecate. And as the final blow to the Tetracide, Wonder Woman turns into the freaking Medusa. And yeah, with the creature turned to stone, Diana returning to her normal self and shattering the Tetracide into pieces, she cements herself as the hero of Gateway City. Though the issue does end with a big WTF moment where Diana gets dragged down back to Hades. Now, after that, we get a small two-parter, or for issues 6 through 7, where we get a new artist taking over for the book. For these two issues, who's a Mattia De Luis. And honestly, this kind of highlights something that I wish more books did when they get a fill-in artist to do who their art style feels unique. Mattia De Luis kind of gives me a bit of like Frank Frazetta vibes with their artwork. And basically what this two-parter is, Diana basically having to be on trial against Hades because, well, she left the underworld and he doesn't like that. And yeah, during her trial, she ends up coming across Prometheus, is having a really touching conversation, and he gifts her with her Pegasus. And in issue 7, and we basically have Diana's compassion and basically win her the favor of Persephone, Hades' wife. So yeah, now Diana can basically he's free to be a hero on the human world, but she has to promise to come back to the underworld at least once a month, which just means she gets to see her mother again. And yeah, I'm skipping over some of the more smaller details. Again, I do want to kind of summarize these real quickly. But yeah, as you can see, De Luis's art is actually really cool. And hey, we even get a little Diana short that's adorable. And yeah, issues 8 through 9, I'd start off with a new story arc. This one is called As My Mother Made Me. And it establishes a bit of the new status quo going on. It starts with Victoria Kale sending out Dr. Poison into like basically go and attack Wonder Woman. And I do like Dr. Poison's design. Some of you probably recognize her from the Wonder Woman movie a few years ago. Oh, and yeah, I like her design. It's very Golden Age. But yeah, Diana basically has a new headquarters. It's called the Heron, which, yeah, it does kind of look like the Hall of Justice. And she ends up going to the rescue when when Dr. Poison weaponizes the dying cry of the Tetracide through some drones. issue, oh, and said, yeah, issue 9 basically continues. Use that with Diana basically making a bargain with Dr. Poison, since Dr. Poison tells her that they have one of Diana's sisters as captive. And yeah, we see a bit more Diana's more ruthless and reckless side when it comes to like saving someone who could possibly be one of her sisters. So she ends up going to Area 41, which is actually like an old school old Greek maze. And during that, she ends up encountering and helping a Minotaur named Ferdinand, who, yeah, kind of a new version of Ferdinand the Bull from the mainstream comics. But issue 9 ends with Diana coming across the quote-unquote Amazon of the Maze, Queen Clea, a sorceress. This, and according to some more astute Wonder Woman fans, was actually an Atlantean sorceress queen. And we can kind of see that a bit with these Fishman Dagon looking guys. And as Diana says, that's no Amazon. So yeah, gonna be an interesting confrontation next issue. So yeah, that's Absolute Wonder Woman. The book still continues to be really awesome. The artwork continues to be good, and Diana. And I do personally think this is one of the best books of the Absolute lineup, because despite like the whole despite this universe being more supposedly darker and more gritty, Diana's still an absolute paragon here on heroin. If you guys, like I said, if you guys like Wonder Woman, or if you just want a fresh take on her, or you owe it to yourself to be reading this issue. So yeah. This is me catching up on Absolute Wonder Woman. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, have a great day.